Have you ever wondered what lies at the very edge of your Minecraft world? We're not talking about the Farlands, that legendary glitch from old Java versions. We're talking about something far stranger, far more absolute. The world border of Minecraft Bedrock Edition. It's a place where the game itself seems to break down, a digital cliff at the end of the universe. What happens when you reach this final frontier? What secrets are hidden in the code that defines the limits of our blocky existence? Today, we're embarking on an epic journey to the edge of everything, to uncover the truth behind the Bedrock world border. So grab your best gear, because we're going where few players have ever dared to venture. So, what exactly is this world border? In Minecraft Bedrock, the world isn't truly infinite. It has a hard-coded limit, a digital wall located at approximately 30 million blocks from the world center, or spawn point. Unlike the Java edition's visible shimmering barrier that you can configure and see, the Bedrock border is invisible and far more enigmatic. It's not a feature you can control or change with commands in a normal survival game. It's a fundamental rule of the world's generation. This boundary exists for practical reasons, to prevent the game from crashing due to impossibly large file sizes and the immense processing power required to handle a truly infinite world. As you travel further and further out, the game has to calculate and store more and more data. The border is essentially a safety net, a point where the developers said this far and no further. It ensures the game remains stable and playable. But what the developers intended as a technical limitation has become a source of incredible mystery and exploration for the most dedicated players. It's not just a wall, it's a zone where the rules of Minecraft begin to fray at the edges. To reach this boundary is a monumental undertaking. Traveling 30 million blocks is not a casual stroll. Even with an elytra and a constant supply of rockets, flying in a straight line would take a real-world human over a month of non-stop play. It's a journey of pure dedication. Most players who attempt this use creative mode, or even clever command block contraptions to teleport themselves millions of blocks at a time. And as you get closer, the world starts to get weird. You'll notice subtle changes at first. The precision of your coordinates, the floating point numbers that tell the game where everything is, starts to lose its accuracy. This is what we call jitter. Your character might start shaking slightly. Blocks can appear to vibrate, and placing or breaking them becomes unreliable. Animals and mobs might behave erratically, glitching through the ground or freezing in place. It's the first sign that you're pushing the game engine to its absolute limit, entering a realm where the code struggles to keep up with the sheer scale of the numbers involved. And then you see it, or rather, you feel it. You hit an invisible wall. You can walk right up to coordinate 29,999, but you can't take that one final step to 30 million. The game simply won't let you. But the real spectacle isn't the wall itself. It's what happens around it. Or just this is where the famous enchant, Moist Stripelands, Onfaskjes Mine, Wanemines Wahalens, Farlands of Voyage, and the answers of Bedrock Edition begin to appear. The terrain generation algorithm completely breaks down. Instead of rolling hills, forests, and oceans, you get bizarre, repeating stripes of land and air, stretching out as far as the eye can see. The world becomes a corrupted, repeating pattern. It's an awe-inspiring and slightly unsettling sight, a glimpse into the raw, unfiltered data of the world generator gone haywire. And what you find there is pure, unadulterated chaos. This is the realm of the void. Once you're past the border, the game's physics become completely unpredictable. You might fall through the world, or you might find yourself able to walk on air. Most entities, including yourself if you're not careful, will simply cease to exist. Dropped items vanish instantly. Mobs can't spawn. You can't place or break blocks. The game essentially stops trying to render a coherent world. You are in a phantom zone where your client thinks you are, but the server has no idea how to handle your position. Sometimes, players who manage to get here describe it as being trapped in a single chunk that repeats infinitely, or they see a pure black void in all directions. If you manage to load chunks out here, they are often empty, or a glitched-out version of the stripelands. It's the digital equivalent of pure nothingness. Over the years, the mystery of the world border has spawned countless myths and legends within the Minecraft community. Some players believed that a secret dimension or a hidden boss lay waiting for those who could reach the end of the world. Others spun tales of a Herobrine's lair hidden in the glitched terrain, a final showdown with Minecraft's most famous ghost. There were even theories that reaching the border and performing a specific set of actions could unlock secret developer tools or grant you permanent creative mode in a survival world. Of course, none of these myths are true. What lies beyond the border is not a monster or a reward, but a technical breakdown. Yet, these stories speak to our innate human desire for mystery and exploration. We want to believe that there's something more, a final secret to uncover. The world border became a canvas onto which players projected their wildest imaginations, turning a simple programming limitation into a legendary quest. These myths are a testament to the creativity of the community and our love for the unknown. So, why does this happen? Why does the game break down so spectacularly? It all comes back to those floating point numbers. In computer programming, numbers are stored with a finite amount of precision. Think of it like trying to write a very, very long number on a small piece of paper. Eventually, you run out of space, and you have to start rounding things. As your X and Z coordinates get into the millions, the game has less and less precision to work with for the space between the whole numbers. The small decimal values that define the exact edge of a block, or your character's precise location, get rounded and distorted. This is why you start to jitter. The game is struggling to pinpoint your exact location. When it comes to terrain generation, the algorithm uses your coordinates as a seed to create the landscape. When those coordinates become astronomically large and imprecise, the algorithm produces the garbled, striped output we see. It's not a deliberate design, it's a mathematical side effect, a beautiful, chaotic glitch born from the limits of digital computation. What's truly fascinating is how different versions of the game handle this. We've been talking about the Bedrock edition, but older players will remember the original Farlands from Java edition. Those were a bit different. They appeared much closer, at around 12.5 million blocks, and had a distinct layered cheese or wall structure. They were a bug, eventually patched out and replaced with the clean, simple world border we see in modern Java. The Bedrock edition, however, developed on a different engine, inherited its own version of this phenomenon. The stripelands are Bedrock's Farlands. This makes exploring the Bedrock border a unique experience. It's a living piece of Minecraft history, a glitch that has survived through updates, reminding us of the game's complex and sometimes fragile inner workings. It shows that even in a world as polished as Minecraft, there are still wild, untamed corners where the simulation breaks down and reveals its digital soul. The journey to the world's end is more than just a technical challenge. It's a philosophical one. In a game celebrated for its infinite freedom and creativity, the world border represents an absolute, unchangeable limit. It forces us to confront the idea that even in a sandbox with no set goals, there are still rules and boundaries. But does this limit diminish the experience? Or does it, in a strange way, enhance it? The existence of an end gives the world a sense of scale, a tangible size. It makes the vastness of the world feel more real because we know it's not truly infinite. It turns the game from an endless digital plane into a finite, explorable planet. The struggle to reach the border, the strange beauty of the glitched lands, and the myths it inspires, all of this adds a layer of depth and mystery to the game. It proves that sometimes the most interesting things happen right at the edge of the rules, in the space between what is intended and what is possible. So, what have we learned on our journey to the edge of Minecraft? We've seen that the world border is not a monster or a mythical land, but a technical limitation born from the mathematics of the game engine. We've witnessed the breakdown of the world's code, resulting in the strange and beautiful stripelands. And we've explored the myths that this digital frontier has inspired. The edge of the world is a reminder that every system, no matter how complex or seemingly infinite, has its limits. But it's also a testament to the spirit of exploration that drives so many of us. We are drawn to the unknown, to the edges of the map, to see what lies beyond. It begs the question, is the true adventure in having an infinite world to explore, or is it in discovering and understanding the boundaries of the world we have? Perhaps the illusion of infinity is less compelling than the reality of a vast, mysterious, but ultimately finite world. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more Minecraft mysteries. Until next time, keep exploring.